Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I am happy to bring you another Freckled Fawn Friday. This one is a mixed media layout that has been gessoed, and I'm just taking some Shimmers products here. I've got some vibes, and I've got, let's see what, oh, I'm dropping everything. Oh goodness. I've got Mango Tango and Glorious Day, which is a pretty golden color. And then I'm also going to be using some colorings in Mandarin Mai Tai. There's that Glorious Day. I was debating on whether to get that or not, but I do end up liking it. There's just so many golds that I have. So I was like, do I really need another gold? But I do. I think it's pretty. And I'm kind of a sucker for ink. So the point of Freckled Fawn Friday is to take your kids out of their cubbies or wherever you store them and use them up. So I try to use as much Freckled Fawn product on one of these layouts as I can, and I would say I'm doing very good at this. I'm making quite the dent, which I was not, and I was a yearling for 2 years, so I am happy to be using my product. The background papers are from the Simple Stories Jen Hadfield collection called Simple Life, and you'll see me also add some long strips to the left in that collection as well. I don't think I used any other like little scraps, which I normally do. These were fresh cuts, so that's pretty unusual for me. But I do like the way the layout turned out, except for the stamping. I don't know why, but I'm not a big fan of the stamping that I did. I've done this technique before and I was fine with it, but I think it takes away from all the beautiful watercolor, and I don't know. I just wish I would not have done that. Everyone can't be your favorite, right? So it turns out okay, but I really do like the watercolor. I love being able to use my Freckled Fawn. This is some Memento ink, and it is called Morocco. It's one of my favorites. I just love how juicy Memento ink is. And I'm also going to pull in some Hero Arts in ombre and use it, and also pale tomato. And so you'll see a few different colors and a few different stamps. Most of the stamps are by Citrus Twist kits and are exclusive, but I do bring in my favorite heart stamp that I've not used in a while, and I love, love, love it. And I'm just stamping all sorts of fun little phrases like afternoon, very important, here and now. What else? Jubilant, favorite, more of this, things of that nature. So, yeah, you'll also see me pull out a bunch of my Freckled Fawn and kind of go to town on the embellishing here in a second. So just putting up those stamps and cleaning them up. I kind of clean as I go. I see people with stamps that are just black and smudgy and messy, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I'm always so afraid that it's going to get on like the next color. So I'm afraid it'll ruin my pad. I'm afraid it'll ruin my layout. I'm just a little paranoid about that. So if you are joining me in this quest to use up your kits, I would love for you to share that with me in the comments below. I've heard from several of you that it's inspiring you to pull out your kits, especially Freckled Fawn, and kind of use them up. So yeah, if you want to, I would love to hear from you. I love my subbies, so here's where the Freckled Fawn stuff starts to come in. And these are some lovely chipboards and also some wood veneer. I do place a large wood veneer element up to the upper left as well. And I'm going to stick down that picture. I do need to go back because I used gesso. I need to go back and secure some of the labels and tiny text that I used. So you might want to take note of that if you've got a mixed media background. Here is that large wood piece that I said, and some metal clips that I'm bringing in that says "So Happy," and that is going to be my title for the layout because he looks so happy. This was when we were going to Waxahachie, which is about 45 minutes from here, and just got a little bed and breakfast and was walking the historic district, which I love, love, love to do. And we were in front of a fire station just taking a stroll, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I love that big bell." And so I said, "I want to take your picture." And he's like, "Okay." So he's really great about pictures. He's almost as well trained as my oldest daughter at this point. So bringing in some more chipboard. There at the bottom says "Go See Do," and then the world says "Discover the World." Those label stickers, the one at the bottom says "Wake Up so your dreams can come true," and the one at the top says "The best thing about me is you." So that's sweet. I like that. I don't know why I have a bunch of papers on top of my layout right now while I'm trying to explain. From some more Freckled Fawn, of course, the happy face, and it's actually a little winky face. And then an epoxy sticker that says "Real Life," and I'm going to add some frames on either side of the picture. And I'm also going to bring in some wood buttons, some enamel dots that are a glittery orange, just making sure everything's secure. I gave up on glossy accents. Have you given up on glossy accents? Because I certainly have. I felt like I was wasting it, and it was drying up, and it was frustrating, and I just decided to go back to diamond glaze. It just made more sense to me. I never struggle with it like I do the glossy accents. So adding some pearl buttons there at the end to wrap it up. I will do a little more sprinkles with some of that Glorious Day from Shimmers, and that will complete the layout. I do have still pictures at the end, and also social media information. Now those hearts are not Freckled Fawn. Those were punched out and just in a bowl on my desk. So, but the majority of everything is Freckled Fawn, and it's just fun to play with every single week and bring you new layouts. So I've heard some of you like it. I hope you do, and I appreciate you watching, and I love to share with you. So have a good evening, and I will see you at the next Freckled Fawn Friday. Ta-ta for now. Bye.